Hi everyone, this is Margaret and I am here and I'm so excited about this look that I'm doing. Actually, I'm doing two-part look and both parts are really exciting, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it because it's going to be very different than what I've been doing. I'm starting to do a little bit more fun stuff. So anyway, this is Jenna Banker, who's my beautiful model, and she is actually a full-fledged runway model and editorial fashion model. So she's kind enough to lend us her beautiful face. And what I'm doing is I'm making her eyes really pop out. We're doing a runway inspired look. And I'm going to smoke her beautiful eyes so that they really pop out the blue. And this is a really typical runway look, very smoky eye, very classic smoky eye look. So first, after I did her foundation, I put her fallout powder, as you can see. Now I'm rimming the eyes right on the lash line with a black pencil. And I'm just going right into the lash line. I'm not doing any kind of really straight, like clean, obvious line because I'm going to smudge this all in. And we have a lot to cover, so I'm just going to kind of go through this pretty quickly. But definitely, I'm going to go through different stages with this so you can see how all of this will come into play. So you can just really start using these techniques and just start practicing them on yourself or on whoever you want to do makeup on. Anyway, okay, so here I have the black liner, and I'm just going right in, and I'm gonna just smudge it in. And then what I do afterwards is I'm just gonna put a layer of soft brown. It has like a little bit of a smoky brown shadow, and I'm going all along the outer part of her lid, and I put a little bit of light in the inner part of her lid, if you could see, just when I was doing the highlighting powder on the brow bone. So I did put highlighting powder, and so now I'm just kind of mixing the highlighting powder with this soft brown, and then I'm going to intensify it with a little bit of a darker brown. I'm just doing some layering effects to it, and then just creating a nice architecture to the eyes so that we have nice symmetry and balance. And I'm using a little bit of a reflective brown, if you can see, has a little bit of a gold shimmer to it, just because I like the way the light hits it, and yet it creates a nice smoky feel. So just take this and go all the way around the eyes like this. It's really important. Now, I just want to let you guys know that I know a lot of people are asking me about products. So I'm going to be posting all my favorite products on the info link. So if you go to the info area, then you will click on it, and then you'll see all the products I'm using, and if you're interested, you can even buy it from there, because I'll put the links on. So here, see what I said? I said I was going to add a darker brown, and that's what I did. I'm putting it around the crease of the lid, and then I'm carrying it down right on the edge of the lid into the outer part of the lid right there, just to kind of, it's kind of like a crescent U shape that I'm doing, a side U. And then so I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to go into the bottom lid with the same brown that I put on the crease in the outer lid, like what I did earlier. And I'm just going to smudge that into the liner that I put on earlier. And this makes it more smoldering, and it just kind of smokes it out a little bit. And this is a really good trick. Now I am going to actually intensify the eyes a little bit more, and punching the black out a little bit more in a little bit, so you'll see what I'm talking about. But all of this is really important, because what we want to do is we want to create a nice smoldering, smoky kind of, you know, kind of like not a blended soft smoky look, but yet we want the eyes to really pop out. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my blending brush and I'm blending just everything in, from the highlighting powder to the smoky brown colors that I put in, because I don't want it to have such an edgy line, because I'm going to go back in and really emphasize the black around the eyes in a minute, so you'll see what I'm talking about. But first I'm going to do some, I'm doing a contouring blush mixture, and I'm taking her beautiful cheeks and utilizing the sunken cheekbone look, using the her natural cheekbone and taking it from the lower parts of the cheekbone. So if you touch your cheekbone, you can feel where it goes in. That's where I'm putting it in. So you can see how I'm going along the inner cheekbone, and then I'm just kind of gradually working it up. So I really want that kind of sunken look, and I'm using a very nutmeggy kind of peachy color, but it's more nutmeggy, if you will. And like I said, I'm posting all my favorite products on the link of the info of each video from this point on. Now, Jana Banker, the model that I'm using, she also has her own YouTube channel that you should all check out. It's hilarious. It's called Grandma Bernice. So definitely check it out. And she's hilarious, and she also does acting and things like that. So, so I'm just going to rim the eyes with some super black mascara just to pop them out. And now, this is what I was talking about. I'm taking my flat, straight, squared off brush, and I'm taking a little bit of my black gel liner, and I'm just going right into the lash line, and just to pop that black liner out that I put on earlier, just to give it a little bit more, you know, payout of the liner effect. And I'm going, you see, right on the lash line, just not even on the lower part, but right on the lash line. And what this does is it just creates a really intense rimming effect to the eyes. And see how it just is popping that blue out, making that blue really pop out from the eyes. And this is what you want. And this is such a typical trick, especially for the runway look, because they really like makeup sometimes to be just really neutral and then the eyes to pop out, and this is a really good trick. And the way I layered everything, it softened it so that you can still get an intense payout of the smokiness without making it look so intense. Because you know, some of the smoky looks could be really, really just kind of like black eyes. And I didn't want that with this. I wanted to have a neutral effect with that same effect of having the eyes to pop out because of the darkness, but not utilizing the darkness all over the lid. So this is like what we're talking about with the whole clean neutral look, what's going on in Runway smoky eye look. This is a very typical look that we do. Now obviously I don't want any other emphasized look on anything else. I want everything to be kind of a supporting act to the eyes. So I used a very soft cheek. Now I'm using a very soft lip, using a super uber nude beigey lip, which looks fantastic because it really softens everything, but at the same time it pulls everything out. And so there you go. This is the first part of the part. There's 2-part series to this. The second part, please stay tuned. It's really, really cool. It's she's gonna transition into the Walking Dead inspired zombie. The Walking Dead show is one of my favorite shows. I never thought I would love zombies, but I do. And I also can do some minor special effects, so I wanted to exercise some of my chops and show you guys. I do have an FX artist working with me, Mary Jean Rose. And but yeah, this is the runway look. Coming up is part 2, The Walking Dead. We're going to transition Jana into a zombie. Alright, we're back for part 2. Now we're taking Jana, our runway model, and we're going to transition her into a zombie. And this was all inspired by the show The Walking Dead. I have today Mary Jean Rose, who is a fabulous makeup artist, and she does beautiful beauty makeup, but she's also an amazing FX artist. And so she's actually helping me, and she made some appliances that we're going to put on here. And as you can see, we're both working on her. I'm doing all the bruising and bleeding, and Mary Jean's going to be putting some scars and cuts and stuff like that. So this is really cool. In fact, Mary Jean is my model, who everyone thinks that she looks like Daenerys Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. That's her. Anyway, okay, so what we're doing now is I'm putting black and blue kind of decaying effect on Jaina's eyes. It looks kind of pretty right now, but believe me, it's going to look awesome. It's going to look cool and gory and yucky and the way it should be. And what Mary Jean did was she laid some latex down first, and then she made from the latex appliance that she added on. This is made out of latex. You can actually get this from makeup stores, some professional makeup stores. You can even order it online, and it's so much easier than having to just put it. You can actually make it where you can put it right on the skin and actually make your own scarring effect by using paper and things like that. But because we have such limited time, I had Mary Jean make some of her own and then just apply it on here. But you can definitely do that. And see, now we're letting the scar just dry and set. In the meantime, I'm just adding a blend of green, yellow, purple, and red, and just kind of going through transitions of her skin decaying and bruising. And what Mary Jean is doing right now on the side of her cheek, as the other scar is drying and setting, she's applying some wax, and the wax is going to create another kind of open, kind of cut, decaying, sore looking thing on the side of her cheek. And this is something you can do as well without having to put any appliance on, and it's a really great trick. So see, you can see how she's adding the wax with her spatula, and you can just create the shape from the way you apply the wax and the way it sits in. And you can get all of this at professional makeup stores, and I'm sure if you're not in an area, as we're in Hollywood, you can get this all the stuff online. And obviously Halloween is going to be a popular time to do this look, so it's a great time for you to start practicing, and definitely do this a few times before you start going out and just putting this kind of look together. So Mary Jean, what she did is she added some black right in the middle of that waxy configuration she put on the side of the cheek. And what this is now she's just drawing in that effect of the guts and gore of the decaying part of the scar. And so she's adding some red as well to mimic some blood, and the black is mimicking a decaying color. And as you can see, it's just layering and texturizing, and this is it's just a matter of building up on and on and on, just adding and layering and adding and layering. And see how I am just adding all over the bruising, the decaying. If you look at forensic pictures of face or body that's decaying, they go through many different stages. So, when you're taking any kind of makeup courses, especially for FX, you're going to have to understand forensic science and how the body decays and things like that in order to really be able to mimic these things. Now, any of you who are interested in becoming a makeup artist and wanting to take this in a professional arena, definitely check out mkcbeautyacademy.com. We will be putting together an online version of the FX, and that's going to be in the process soon. But in the meantime, if you want to come and take the first part of the runway look, you can definitely do that online as well. You can come in and take private training with me. or do a blended. So just go to www.mkcbeautyacademy.com and check it out and call in for a quote. And you can do a blended, you can do one or the other. It's really cool. Either way, you'll learn a lot. So now I'm just doing this next transition of intensifying the decaying. So we now let everything set and see how everything's starting to set up, and that cut on the side of the cheek looks fantastic. Mary Jean did an amazing job. And so now I'm just adding the blood trails, the dried out blood trails, and then we're going to be adding in a minute some drippy blood. And of course, right when we set everything out and the lighting is appropriate, it's going to really look amazing. Now what we didn't do, that we're not going to do right now, is put in contacts, and we will be doing that, but I'm not going to be showing you contacts. But you know what contacts are. You can get them online, and you can order the zombie contacts because they really make the eyes look really super dead and pupilless. It's really cool. I will be showing you a photograph of this after this is all done, so stay tuned at the end and you'll see the photograph. And in the photograph we did put the zombie contacts in, so you can see the full-fledged effect. And we shot it in a very dim light and diffuse light, so it looks really great. So make sure that when you do this look, you want to make sure that it's for the nighttime, because the effects are unbelievable. So now what Mary Jean is doing is she's doing drippings of blood. So you take the wet blood and you use a little bit of the liner type brush, and you just add some goop to it. And see how I'm doing that as well? I have it on my side, and I'm just taking some blood. It's called real blood, and REEL blood, and you just use some drip marks like that. You just kind of let it hang on the edge of the brush and let it drip. It's really cool. And in the meantime, Mary Jean is just kind of filling the little bit of the areas that might be lifted from the appliance that she put in the scar appliance, and with some foundation. And I'm just at the same time, there's a lot going on here, adding the cuts and the drippiness of the blood. And then we're just going to go more into it as we are. And obviously this is not a quick job so I'm trying to condense everything so you guys can get an idea of how to really do this look and really be able to keep working on it and transitioning the whole texture and detailing of it. It's really, really cool, but she's starting to look really scary, and I think people would really freak out if they saw her. Wait till you see the picture at the end. You're going to be like, oh my god, especially because she has the contacts in the eyes. And now what Mary Jean's doing is just decaying the teeth, and this really adds serious value. I'm going to add some drops to Jaina's eyes to also make her eyes look all kind of pasty and yucky. So that part I can't do right now, but you can do that, and they have other stuff, and we're just going to keep building to that. And just in a couple of seconds you will see the photograph. We did work more and more on this, but this is just for you guys to get an idea. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay tuned, subscribe if you like, and I will put all my products that I like in my favorite product list. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in touch, and we will see you soon.